Well then, that was a lot.
Yeah, so did you watch the game last night?
Hello, boys!
I'm not a boy.
Toolbug.
What you did in that points count was amazing! Do you think you'll do more of that?
I don't know. It's a bit sudden to do something like that so soon. Numbers, what's the schedule looking like?
We had a schedule?
Okay, forget what I said. Let's start preparing for another season.
That was the in-universe explanation for why there's a season 2 of Points. Now, if you haven't watched the last summary video and can't be bothered to, I'll summarize Points for you. It's a skill-based camp where you don't actually vote people out, but you get points based off how well you do the challenges, and whoever lasts the longest will be the winner. Now, a lot of changes were made just for the sake of the camp, like changing the excuse for the DMP situation and the new strike system, but there were definitely some intentional changes like the increase of size, and something I will get into later. On August 18th, same thing I mentioned in the last summary video, the floodgates were opened for double the amount of deadline time than last time. This time, advertising and partnerships were pretty important because we're actually needing 20 contestants and 4 replacements, and yeah, that might have been a bit hard for my popularity, but we got 18 slams in 5 days, so I had hopes. And honestly, it was worth it because in the end, on August 28th, we had 36 signups. Jesus Christ, we're doubling everything here. And then it was time to do a little bit of thinking. With 20 contestants, 4 replacements, a whole lot of nagging, I still haven't explained a pretty big part of this season. Teams. Obviously, that's a cliche thing in camps, but we don't vote people out. That's what makes it important. What depends on a team winning or losing is still the same. You average out all the contestants' placements on said team, and whoever has the higher average, which means the worse, will lose. But whoever's on the winning team will all be immune from elimination, which obviously does make sense. But if someone has the least amount of points and is on the winning team, they're basically safe, and the next worst person is eliminated. It really doesn't matter if you suck. You just need to be on a good team, which gives the name Lifelinkers. And now that I've explained that sort of thing, 20 contestants, 4 replacements, the same prizes as last time, this is the summary of Points Season 2 Lifelinkers. Now, I had some pretty high hopes for this cast. They seemed pretty active, some were confident, some were not, some were having a laugh, and honestly, I was already tired. But one thing that they all did when they got into the team chat is suggest some team names. And then I took full advantage of that. The first challenge was to make a team name and logo. This was basically the easiest challenge they were gonna get, like, ever. So I guess the only thing I can say here is that this is basically gonna be like the team names until merge. And out of all the 20 contestants present, wait a minute. Everyone did it? What? Wait. What? I noticed the easy challenge, but I did not have hope for that whatsoever. I had high hopes for a lot of things, but not for everyone to do a fucking challenge this early. Jesus Christ. On another note, here are the challenge 1 results. Before we go into the elimination and all the averages, we need to reveal these team names. Group 1 is now called Swirling Up Disaster, Spiral's team name. And look over there, there's an enormous red yacht. Bookmark's name, Lottery. Now, we already had a pretty big L in the averages. Lottery got 9, Swirling Up Disaster got 12. It was pretty sad to see, but because this is the first round, we don't have to add up points or anything, so we could just eliminate the last placer, who is on the said team, Book. Yeah, you probably should have done more, mate. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. The second challenge was basically this Family Guy clip that I'm about to play.
My shoes are on the roof. Get them.
Other than the fact that this is funny, I don't know why I made this a second challenge. Now, I'm going to put you in a scenario. You wake up on a school day, have your breakfast, and then check Discord. You see our first quitter, Bookmark. Prep just left the server and all that. That is not a good start to your day, I'll tell you now. So I also had to just decide who the hell is going to be a replacement and what the hell I'm supposed to do with them. So I put Big Brother as the replacement and just put them in the position. That was stupid, I'm sorry again, but it also was critiqued. Very rightfully. And with some of the common sense telling me, shout out to Stacey Shell, that mistake didn't happen twice. Yeah, it didn't happen twice. Okay, cool. So anyways, other than that, we can go back to the main game. Out of the 90 contestants present, these are the challenge doers, these are the excusers, and this is the DMPers. And with the boring stuff out of the way, these are the challenge 2 results. Now this time around, it did seem to go either way with each team losing, but in this case, Swelling Up Disaster survives with 9.44 repeating, and Laurie bit the dust with 10.3. Because we're like, 5 minutes into the video already, we're just only gonna go through the bottom 2 and go from there. And that, this time, is Makeup Brush and Pollen Flag. Both DMP the challenge might make sense, but it wasn't close at all. But wait, I gotta put something out for this. With an 11-point difference, Pollen Flag has been eliminated with 3 points. It's a shame, really. The most excited person for this season ended up not even lasting a week, I think. And honestly, it's a shame, really. May do Fafa well in another season. Probably. Shout out to Fafa. Oh yeah, and here's the round 2 points, by the way. Before we go to the third challenge, I need to explain a little thing I also decided to add pretty early on. Combo challenges. It's a set of 3 challenges that gets influenced by the contestants' entries more and more in every part. The first challenge in that doesn't really change all that much. The second changes a little, and the third basically decides the challenge for itself. And yeah, this is the first part of that. Challenge 3 being an old-fashioned takeoff challenge. It was really old-fashioned. Get to the top of the cylinder, but instead throw the team out onto there because I like being original. Oh yeah, and Gear quit and got replaced with T-Bun. Let's just hope that no one quits for a long while. And anyways, back to the game. Out of the 18 contestants present, these are the challenge doers, this is the one excuser, and these are the DMPers. Fun fact, this is the second time in a row that the replacement who joined mid-round actually does the challenge. These little goobers are more determined than the actual cast I picked. Anyways, here's the challenge 3 results. It's kind of hard to be dramatic about this one because one disaster got cooked. But now we go into the bottom 2, Ender and Corsi, both from season 1 and they're unique in their own ways. One's the first boot and the other was the only quitter. Which one of the 2 actually survived? Well, you'd be surprised. Corsi, who ended up with 22, was eliminated, while Ender lived with 27. A big shock actually, because this was our former 4th placer who could have actually made top 3. It's a shame really, but I guess it goes to show that this cast doesn't fuck around. But on another note, here are the round 3 points. Wait, no, I don't want to go into this round. Wait, what, I have to? Fine. Round 4 was a mess. Before we go into that, I need to explain Challenge 4, which was basically Battle Royale Challenge. This, however, kind of differed on whoever was thrown onto the cylinder in the previous challenge. So, people were divided based on whoever was actually thrown onto the cylinder and basically nobody's. See, the issue with this, Shody and Click and Beta quit for a start, so we used up all of our replacements, and in the end, 6 people did the challenge, 6 people excused, and 5 people DMP'd. That's horrible! It's so crazily divided in this case, I actually only have one thing to blame. Fuck you, school! I'm glad I'm leaving you in 6 or 7 months! Depends on whenever the video comes out! Ah!
Oh wait, I also have to deal with the replacements whole thing. Oh fuck me, man!
Replacements get the average and rounded amount of points that every Stilling contestant has, and is immune from the challenge and elimination, so they have some kind of chance. After that, they continue playing like everyone else until they're eliminated. Obviously I didn't do that first part with Big Brother, but I did it with the rest, so I can't be called a liar now. But anyways, here are the Challenge 4 results. The averages here are actually crazily close, it's impressive. Swelling Up Disaster got an average of 7.375, while Laurie kinda lost with 7.6667. It was close, it was very close. But now, we can get to the bottom 2, Devil's Red Pepper and T-Bun, and this was also close! I'm not even joking here! T-Bun quite literally lost with a singular point less than Devil's Red Pepper. And I think there's also one more thing that makes this whole thing crazy. Ender was actually spared. Like, the difference between Ender and T-Bun is so far apart because Swelling Up Disaster actually cooked, barely, Ender was saved. which honestly made the whole thing way more interesting. It gave the name Lifelinkers a purpose. Now, the 5th challenge and the final part of the combo challenge is, like I said before, determined based on a singular thing. That thing being the kill count, which is why this challenge was to build a recovery center. This is like the second easiest challenge yet, and out of all the 16 contestants present, these are the challenge doers, this is the one excuser, and these are the DMPers. So the percentage of contestants doing the challenge has massively increased, but again, second easiest challenge out of all the 5 that's been presented. So here are the challenge 5 results. And I can no longer be dramatic. Swamp Disaster had the worst loss yet, well, comparison wise, and the bottom 2 being Spiral and Ender was the furthest thing I've ever seen. Like, Ender lost by a landslide, and it sucks that I couldn't be more dramatic for Ender after last time, but dude, I don't know what to say, man. Like, at least you won first, but I don't know. 15 contestants. Wow, we already got rid of 5 people via elimination and 4 others that might fade into obscurity. But let's just stop yapping and get to the next challenge. This one was stolen from Troc, and that was to get a cow out of the tree. It was used like twice, so obviously it's a Troc challenge, right? I wanted to go for something more simplistic now that combo challenge is out of the way, and now the 15 contestants present, these are the challenge doers, these are the excusers, and these are the DMPers. With all that out of the way, here are the challenge 6 results. And honestly, let's just be lazy with this one, okay? So, Swamp Disaster has now lost twice. I wonder if they're going to make a comeback for this, or just going to be net team victory. And this round's bottom 2 was Kyokurio and Spiral, and in the nicest way possible, I will say that it was closer. Spiral ended up being eliminated with 70, and let's be honest, lasting 6 rounds was not worth the stress it took to make this character in PowerPoint. Anyways, here's around 6 points. Round lucky number 7 with a double 7 as the cast side. That's probably like triple lucky. God, I don't know. I don't get paid enough to do this shit. Anyway, the next challenge was to be the duck in the duck song and terrorize the guy at the lemonade stand who was running the stand. I mean, it's unique in its own way, right? Out of the 13 contestants present because Peace Sign quit. These are the challenge doers, these are the excusers, and surprisingly enough, no one DMP'd. That's pretty interesting. And now that's the 3 people who was in last season's Illuminati who got in gone. Damn. Well then, here are the challenge 7 results. Funny enough, Laurie got the same average as last time, and Swallowing Disaster was close to this time, so I guess I could give them that. But either way, they still lose. Yeah, I'm not gonna let them off the hook because Peace Sign decided to quit. Let's see who else is going home. And let me tell you, it was close for today's standards between Copperringer and Nacho. 3 points close to be exact. And the unlucky loser of the round was Nacho with 145 points. Honestly, knowing their previous experiences in cams, I kind of thought they were going to get further than this. But nope, I guess that's another bit of Season 1 gone. Both replacements are now gone. I knew the ratio between oldies, including replacements, and newbies was pretty big, but I did not expect this to be how it is in round 7. Jesus Christ. Round 8! That's where last season ended off of. That's pretty nice. Anyways, something happened before the challenge, that I intended of course. I made an anonymous poll. The contestants just had to pick either A or B. And of course, it stayed unknown until the end of the round. But anyways, I wanted to believe that these contestants could know each other a little bit more. So I decided to make the challenge to hang out with another contestant. Well, a contestant they were assigned, they don't have a choice in this. And I made sure everyone got a different contestant to anyone else. And believe me, I made sure. And now...
Hey! Whoa!
You know it's rude to interrupt. But anyways, what's up?
I, might have made a bet.
You lumpty! What if I told you we were going gambling addiction? You fucking fool!
During the first day of round 8, I decided to make a bet with Yamakuru, and, yeah, let's just say I'm a stupid idiot for saying yes.
Just me that thinks so. My wife Iris, she agreed.
Putting the grown-ups to shame. An award today for Camp Busy Fingers, which continues to break all...
Oh shit, hang on.
Angry reaction. This is Sophia Remington.
A slightly dazed-looking Sophia Remington presented young foreman Alfie Plank.
I'll do it if you win this challenge, deal. Oh!
So, how do the public...
If you didn't catch that, I said to Red, the person playing Yamakuru, that if they got first place in this challenge, then I'd let JMO Book rejoin. I have made a severe lapse in judgment. Counter, just show them.
Yeah, look at this in shame. Look at it.
In hindsight, my gambling was the worst idea that could happen, but luckily, JMO and Yamakuru agreed to have JMO get an automatic join for the next season. But to counter, I am very sorry. Okay, you can continue now.
Thank you for sharing to the class, Lewis. Please never do something like this again. Please. Anyways, out of the 12 contestants present, these are the challenge doers, this is the one excuser, and these are the DMPers. So now we need to go into the anonymous poll. One thing now is clear, a double elimination was happening, an intended one in that matter, not the dick move I did. How it happened though was different. A would have led to both teams losing a member, but B led to a losing team losing 2 members. And yeah, B won. But on another note, even though it was already shown in Lewis's clarification around the bet, I'm going to show you these again. Here are the Challenge 8 results. Again. And both teams got the same average again. I don't know how, I don't know why, but honestly, that's just funny. That's funny. Alright, to a dramatic elimination we go. 4 contestants. 2 of them will make it out alive. And let me address the 11 in the room. Link is safe with 283. I was probably guaranteed this one in the merge at the start. Now, the last 3. The difference between both losing contestants wasn't all that big. But the difference between the saving grace and 11th place was. And that person who was safe was Kyokurio with 219. And then Copper Ingot ended off with 12 with 161. And Aerosol ended up 11th with 171. Now with those 2 out of the way, we're down to our final 10. And now it's time for the merge, which is basically just point season 1 where the lowest contestant overall loses and everyone's on their own. So yeah, they can't rely on each other now. This will definitely get all the floaters out of the way. I hope at least. This challenge was most certainly an interesting case because the concept of it was something only 2 people who were still in the game knew. One of those people were me. Ignore the fact I'm not actually a contestant. But don't worry, it didn't give the other person who knew about this an extra advantage. And that concept turned into a challenge was Hunt the Sasquatch. Okay, it's not as interesting as you expect, but it is taking a good place in my heart. Out of the 10 contestants who are still in, these are the challenge doers, this is the one excuser, and these are the DMPers. Both of us hosts were tuning in for one of JMO's live streams, so we kind of had to rush the results from the elimination, so I'm going to do that here too. It was amazing, by the way, thanks for asking. Is this the closest you'll ever be to a woman?
Fuck you!
These are the challenge results. Because we don't need to go to averages, we could immediately go to the bottom 2 of this round. Makeup Brush and Ninjago. If you have been keeping track of the points, you wouldn't be surprised about this. Ninjago was eliminated with 195. While it is kind of sad, but you did good for what you did. Please rest from the burnout I caused you. I am sorry. Here are the round 9 points. Jesus Christ, dude. Shit, dude, we already made it to round 10? That's something. I decided to take a challenge I did from my oldest camp that I finished, a camp that might explode, and bring it back here. This challenge was to make your own sport, and need I say more? Anyways, out of the 9 contestants who are present, these are the challenge doers, this is the one excuser, and these are the DMPers. 6 out of 9 to the challenge. 6, 9, 69. Okay, come in now. Anyways, here are the round 10 results. Alright, the bottom 2 for this round. Kyokurio and Makeup Brush. And it was closer. Makeup Brush ended up being eliminated though with 252 points. To be honest, I did not expect you to make the merge, so thanks for exceeding my expectations, I guess. Good on you. And now, here are the round 10 points. It took this long for 3 to be dethroned. Alright, round 11 time. Alright, wait, what is that? Wait, no!
It's very quiet. Oh my god! Is that... Oh my... No! I'm not here. I didn't murder again. Oh dear. I'm like, jeez. I've never done this before. Golly gee willikers. So, challenge, right, is to, like, I don't know, find Chandler's murderer?
Correct.
Never told me about that. So, like, maybe he did? Yeah, it's like, doesn't matter. So, nearly everyone did the challenge except Devil's Breath Peppers. Here's them results. Bottom two for this round is the Unmatched Power of the Sun and Kiryoku. Two people that competed last season and didn't do so well. So it's a shame to see one of these go. I don't know if there's what else to say here, so I'll tell you that Kiryoku is,
I mean, I don't know about numbers, but personally, I thought you were pretty alright. You were one of the surviving contestants on Swelling Up Disaster, but now your journey ends here because of the lack of challenges you actually did in your time here. Numbers? Short around 11 points while I served my purpose of being dead.
Alright, so here are the points. Right, now that that's done, how do I revive counter?
Boo. Man, is it great to be back. And now, I think it's time we try and stop this problem from happening again. By making the contestants build a present for me. Hurrah! I don't know what else to say because this is another self-explanatory challenge, but it was highly necessary to do this one because it's almost the Illumini. And yeah, that's actually about it. Out of all the 7 contestants present, these are the challenge doers, and this is the one DMP here. Yeah, nobody excuse. And with that stuff out of the way, here are the challenge 12 results. Alright, let's not rush anything. Let's see who's going home. Actually, I'm gonna rush stuff. Let's just be dramatic with the bottom 2 because it's less work for me. The bottom 2 this round was the Unmatched Power of the Sun and Devil's Breath Pepper. These two had their ups and downs during this whole thing, but whoever lost was gonna leave being remembered by me at least. But Devil's Breath Pepper forgot about the camp and got eliminated cards ending with 605. It's a shame really, I was kinda hoping he'd actually make it to Illumini, but apparently you're allergic to it. So womp womp. Here are the round 12 points. Okay, to be real, I kinda glazed the Illumini, but I'm not lying when I say these 6 will probably be more remembered than anyone else here in the season. I think at least. Plus they get special perks. Alongside being remembered more, they get permanent emojis, fan rolls, a bad chance that we're in a camp? Okay, that's about it. But hey, they can finally stop wasting every second of their lives making entries for 3 days. They can finally be all like... Okay, break's over. But I don't think anyone got the memo. So the next challenge was to get every other contestant back to the main campground. Now because of this challenge, no one can get Entry University to connect. Heh heh. Out of the 6 contestants present, everyone did the challenge. This is the first time this has happened since the first round challenge version results. Hello. Let's see who the first boot from the Illumini is. The bottom 2 for this round is Big Brother and the Unmatched Power of the Sun. And if it wasn't obvious enough, Big Brother wasn't able to, well, match the unmatched power that is the Sun, living off with 1,051. You do not know how much I want to make fun of you for losing one of my camps, like, I think the 7th time now? But you did play a good game for what you got, and you were a good sport about losing as well, so I just be immature. Or more immature than I am. But on a serious note, you were definitely fit for the main cast, and I'm sorry for making you a measly replacement. But anyways, here are the round 13 points. With only a quarter of the cast remaining, the stakes are higher than ever now, so I decided to bring in the next combo challenge. The first of these 3 challenges was to give a certain package to an eliminated contestant of their choice. Obviously I won't say much, but because this is a combo challenge, one of these little bits matters. Out of the 5 contestants present, everyone did the challenge once more, so here are the challenge 14 results. Alright, straight to elimination. Bottom 2 for this round is Stasis Shell and the Unmatched Power of the Sun. Jesus Christ, this is the 3rd time in a row we've seen this idiot here. Will it be the last? Well, yeah actually. The Unmatched Power of the Sun has been matched with a grand total of 1,369, while Stasis lives not having to worry whatsoever. It's impressive to see the second boot of last season literally make it to Illumini this season. But of course, like Hyokirio,
You had way too many downs to get any further than this. So, here are the round 14 points. We're nearing the end of this game now, and it's now time for the next part of the combo challenge. The thing that affected this part of the challenge is whether everyone chose a unique contestant, which they ended up doing actually. So inside the package was a little contraption which splats a cream pie into the chosen eliminated contestant's face. So the next challenge is to avoid getting pranked back, and because the deadline was literally Halloween, I wanted to involve a spook or two. But it ended up going to shit because no one actually did it apart from one person. Out of the 4 contestants present, everyone did the challenge once more. What a fun time! So, here are the challenge 15 results. Alright, so I'll be a bit speedy here. The bottom 2 for this round is Yamakuru and Stasis Shell. Someone I honestly never expected to be here, and someone who is literally here in the decision last round. Which one will leave? Well, with an exact 100 point difference, Stasis Shell is eliminated with 1,893 points. Honestly, looking from past camp experience, I always expected you to get pretty far, and I was right to believe this. You literally made 4 out of 20. Here are the round 15 points. We are down to 3 contestants. These people have had their ups and downs during this competition, but they are this close to the final challenge now. But only one of them will be able to get to there. And now it's time to explain the last part of this combo challenge. The thing that affected this one is who actually won the challenge, because the contestant who was relevant there, eliminated that is, will get to be the main spotlight for this challenge. Why did it have to be Big Brother? So the challenge was to defeat Big Brother because he got a little angry that his pranks didn't work. That's basically it. Out of the 3 contestants present, everyone did the challenge. Obviously, I would be a bit surprised if no one did the challenge. Anyways, challenge 16 results. Yeah. Because we're down to so little people, I can actually go through everyone without wasting time. So, time for an actual dramatic elimination. So, the first contestant safe and going into the finale is Free with 2,601. We are getting a funny coincidence where Free gets third, no siree. But now we're down to Yamakuru and Link. Who will be joining Peace Sign in the finale Cock of Points Club? Well, this time it's Link with 2,531 points, leaving Yamakuru to survive with 2,557. But this elimination is a tad bit special. The final Swelling Up Disaster contestant is now eliminated, the only Swelling Up Disaster contestant to make alumni, and one of 2 SUD members to actually make merge. You were definitely something, but you were the best of a team of somethings, and now your legacy has ended here. Unless you want to join another season, but that's if there's going to be another one. But for now, you can finally focus on more important stuff as we go on to the final 2. Yamakuru, Free, you 2 are the only contestants to be in the lead of the leaderboard for more than 1 round, so you guys being in the finale is not surprising whatsoever. But now it's time to actually get into said finale with the new first part of it, the fan rolls. For every fan roll a contestant has, they get 20 points. This will last for 2 days before becoming irrelevant again. Next is the jury sabotage as it's back. The people who made it to the merge are allowed to take 100 points away from one contestant. This will last 5 days. And lastly, because I stole that one Make It a Sport challenge from Axme, I decided to be convenient to take the other Axme challenge involving those sports, the finale. Yeah, they're having to do all the sports all over again, and that's pretty much it. They have 7 days to do this. 7 whole days, that's like a week. And basically double what I usually give them. So, let's see what actually happened in this finale. Plot twist, not much. During the duration of part 1, not much actually happened. Stuff actually happened after the deadline though. But for what actually happened in the deadline, Free had 9 people with their fan roll, turning that to 180 points, and Yamakuru had 8, turning that into 160 points.
But how much did they lose?
Well, compared to last season, everyone was so friendly, so not many of these buffoons actually did anything. I mean, out of the 8 jury members present, only 4 of them did it. One of them wanted it randomized. Well, let's just see what footage we got. God.
I don't get paid enough for this shit. Anyways, what do you want?
Have it randomized.
Counter?
Here, landing on 3. That's your vote. Well, I gotta support the Points Alliance that never happened, so I vote Yamakuru. 3! 3 because she has more points, therefore she has the advantage. Well, what I got from this is that everyone who voted basically fucking hates 3. So, 3 lost 300 points, coincidentally, and Yamakuru only lost 100. How much will this will affect the actual result? Who knows? But speaking of that, let's actually get on to that in the most blunt way possible by showing you the Challenge 17 results. And now, the round 17 points. But wait, before you get any ideas, we still need to do the adding and subtracting from the other 2 parts. So, here are the final points. Which means that Yamakuru wins with 3,322 points. You went from the only mod we had signing up as a joke, then not wanting it to be a joke, and winning the entire season. That's a lot to take in for me, but either way, whoever was gonna win was definitely deserving that W. And luckily enough, you enjoyed the pointless prizes we had. Well, mainly one, but it's still a shocker to me. So congratulations, Yamakuru. You are now in the Point Winners Hall of Fame. Well then, a point system in our camp was always going to be flawed, and there's obviously some other stuff that made the season flawed, but overall, I think this was like a way bigger bit than Season 1 ever could have been. And honestly, I'm still not done with this shit, baby. There's a Season 3! Woo! So, obviously, sign-up rules are the same as last season, but just make sure that you're a tad bit serious with your sign-up. No PNG characters, pretty please, you won't get in that way. Some of the jokey characters that hasn't ever put in will be accepted though. So, sign-ups end 2 weeks after the sign-ups open, and the sign-ups open tomorrow, which is quite jolly. So, here's the date that the sign-ups open, and here's the date that the sign-ups close. So, anywho, I'm Counter.
And I'm Numbers.
Signing off!
Many